Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at something absolutely mesmerizing. We're going to take a trip far away from the hustle and bustle of modern manufacturing and drop right into the heart of a timeless tradition. So, let's just dive right in. The Last Distiller of Kanna. Our subject today, a 79-year-old master artisan living in Uttar Pradesh, India. He's literally one of the very last of his kind, dedicating his entire life to preserving this historic, incredibly delicate craft that's sadly quietly slipping away in our modern era. At its core, this whole story is about a craft that values patience over speed. I mean, think about it. We live in a world defined by mass production, right? Next day delivery, instant gratification, you name it. But the world this artisan inhabits, it operates on a completely different rhythm. It's this stark, honestly beautiful contrast between ancient deliberate patience and the relentless industrial speed of the modern world. Everything we're going to look at today revolves around this one idea, slowing down to capture something pure. So you might be wondering, what exactly is he making? Well, he's a master maker of attar. If you haven't heard of it, attar is a natural perfume crafted through centuries-old traditional distillation techniques. Its entire purpose is to capture the true essence of nature. He isn't in some sterile laboratory mixing chemicals. No, he's working directly with the earth. And get this, he has spent more than 60 years perfecting the ability to extract the very soul of botanical life into a fragrant oil. Section 1. The Fragrant Legacy of Kanna. To really understand the artisan, we have to understand the place that shaped him. Kanna is a city in Uttar Pradesh, India, and it was once globally renowned as the absolute perfume capital of India. Back in its prime, this city was supplying these incredibly rich, handcrafted fragrances to the entire world. Just picture this for a second. Narrow streets lined with historic perfume workshops, old bazaars just bustling with merchants, traditional homes, and the air completely saturated with the scent of millions of flowers. That is the world our 79-year-old master grew up in, a world where the creation of natural fragrance was literally the beating heart of the city. Section 2. Before the sun rises. It's a daily routine that hasn't changed in decades. His entire day is dictated by a slow, methodical rhythm that's completely tied to nature. Pre-dawn, before the world is even awake, he's already out walking through the quiet flower fields to collect fresh botanicals. By morning, he returns to his authentic, traditional workshop. Then, through the heat of the day, his job is to carefully tend a crackling wood-fired furnace. And finally, as the sun sets, the magic happens. He extracts the fragrant oils drop by agonizingly slow drop. So what exactly is he gathering out in those fields at dawn? Pure elements, harvested straight from nature. We are talking about intimate, macro-level details here. Dew-covered rose petals, fresh jasmine blossoms, and earthy vetiver roots. And it takes thousands of these individual petals to produce just a tiny vial of oil. He relies entirely on the pure essence of these plants. There are no synthetic compounds, no artificial shortcuts. It is just the vibrant, natural colors and immersive textures of the earth. Section 3. The Art of Distillation. It's a centuries-old craft of transforming solid botanicals into a liquid masterpiece. Now, here's how that transformation actually happens. First, he packs these massive copper distillation vessels to the absolute brim with the fresh flowers he just picked. Then, using his own weathered hands, he seals the pots shut with natural clay, making absolutely sure not a single wisp of steam escapes. After that, he tends the traditional wood-fired furnace, purely by instinct and experience, just regulating the heat by feel. And then he waits. As steam rises and travels through copper pipes, the fragrant oils condense and extract drop by drop. It's this deeply authentic atmospheric process filled with the sounds of crackling wood and dripping oil. Section 4. Patience versus synthetic speed. This is the core conflict threatening this ancient craft today. And this right here is exactly why artisans like him are disappearing. It's a brutal mismatch of economics and time. The traditional distillation of natural ardor takes days of labor and massive amounts of raw, expensive botanicals to yield tiny, tiny amounts of fragrance. But synthetics, they changed everything. In a modern factory, thousands of gallons of chemical-based perfumes can be churned out in mere hours, for literally a fraction of a penny per ounce. Mass production prioritizes extreme speed and dirt-cheap costs, which completely undercuts the traditional copper pots of Kanna. Yet, against impossible economic odds, he persists. Over 60 years, That is more than 6 decades of lived experience, muscle memory, and unwavering dedication to these exact traditional techniques. And to put the economics into perspective, the market price difference is staggering. Authentic, natural attar can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars per ounce on the market, while those mass-produced synthetic knockoffs sell for just a few bucks. It's an incredibly tough market to survive in. But for 60 years, even as the industry industrialized into a high-speed synthetic machine right around him, he has stayed true to the clay, the copper, and the fire. Section 5. Memories in a Drop. Bottling the Essence of a Lifetime. As the sun dips below the horizon, we reach the quietest, most intimate part of the entire process. Imagine the warm, golden hour lighting in the workshop as he gently smells each finished fragrance. He's checking the quality with his own seasoned senses before carefully pouring the attar into tiny crystal and glass bottles, sealing them one by one. It's an immense level of human care and patience for just a few precious ounces of liquid. It's a stark, beautiful contrast to a sterile factory assembly line, wouldn't you agree? When asked about his life's work, his answer carries the heavy weight of a dying era. He said, "People think I made perfume, but all my life I captured memories in a single drop." Wow. It's not just a commercial product for him. It's history. It's the legacy of Kanaj. It's a literal sensory memory of the earth itself, preserved by his own hands. So as synthetic speed continues to dominate the global industry, what cultural memories do we risk losing when the last drop of natural attar dries? It really makes you think about the hidden costs of our modern, fast-paced world, doesn't it? When we lose crafts that require this kind of patience, we don't just lose a product, we lose a piece of our shared human story. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Stay curious and keep exploring the incredible world of traditional artistry.